Good morning, children. Today let's discuss the topic Economic Planning of India, which is in the second chapter of the Indian economics. Since independence, the Indian economy has been premised on the concept of planning. This has been carried through the 5-year plans developed, executed and monitored by the Planning Commission. The economic planning is a strategic instrument in the hands of the government to attain the desired socio-economic objectives of the country. It is an organized and coordinated effort to achieve certain self-defined objectives within a fixed time frame through optimum utilization of the community's resources so as to promote its general well-being. Planning is the systematic and scientific utilization of the available resources to achieve the national goals. Here, the planning system in India. That is, the planning, if we analyze the India's planning system, that is, the first attempt to initiate the economic planning in India was made by Sir M. Visvesvaraya, a noted engineer and politician, in 1934 through his book Planned Economy for India. In 1930, a National Planning Commission was set up under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru by the Indian National Congress. In 1944, Bombay Plan was presented by 8 leading industrialists of the Bombay. In 1944, Gandhian Plan was given by Agarwal. In 1945, People's Plan was given by M. N. Roy. In 1950, Sarvodaya Plan was given by J. P. Narayan. And here, economic planning in India. That is, its 5-year plans and its developmental strategies, which are the different strategies. The conditions of the Indian economy at the time of independence was stagnant and backward. This impoverished condition of the economy had to be settled. For this, every strategy for an effective economic planning had to begin from. So the leaders of the independent India decided to start a planned economy also. At the time of independence, in India, there was large proportion of impoverished people in the country. Poverty alleviation and improvement of the life standards of the people were the major considerations of the government. India was still a geographic expression and a nation in making. Other than the spirit of the freedom struggle, the factors required for binding the people were few. So the then politicians and then that opted for a planned economy and a centralized planning body to formulate a plan for socio-economic development. This planning commission came into existence in March 1950. And here planning commission was set up in 50 to formulate the plans in India. The Prime Minister is the chairman of the planning commission. In 2015, Niti Aayog was set up to replace the planning commission. According to the Planning Commission, economic planning refers to the utilization of the country's resources into different development activities in accordance with the national priorities. Now, the Planning Commission was renamed as Niti Aayog, and this Planning Commission set up to discuss the decisions as well as the policies and the rules and the regulations. And we can see the reasons, various reasons for why the India adopted for planning. India adopted mixed economy as her economic system. It is a combination of socialism and capitalism. So, planning is needed basic questions in the public sector. The second reason is that India wanted to achieve quick economic progress in order to abolish poverty and unemployment. Planned use of resources is necessary for quick economic progress. The third reason is India wants the equitable distribution of resources and income. Planning would help to achieve this goal. And what are the different goals of the 5-year plan? First one is growth, second one is modernization, third one is self-reliance, and fourth one is equity. And Niti Aayog. Here we can see the picture of Niti Aayog. That is, the government constitutes national institutions for transforming the India. And if we analyze the economic growth, that is the planning commission we have formed to achieve economic growth. Economic growth and economic development are the widely debated topics among the policy makers and economics. It is right to state that economic growth is a necessary condition for economic development, but it is not a sufficient condition for economic development. That is, there can be growth without development, but there cannot be development without growth. So economic growth is only concerned with the production aspect of the economic activity and not considering the distribution aspect also. So here economic growth refers to increase in the production capacity, and GDP is a good indicator of economic growth. GDP means gross domestic product. That if we analyze the gross domestic product, we can estimate its economic growth also. In economic planning, importance is given to the development of agriculture, industry and service sector. That is, three sectors are there, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. So this helps in increasing the GDP. More goods and services will be available to the people.